going to get confused, as another way to group the objects together and manipulate with them. Alright, so make sure that cylinder is selected using our select and move tool. On the X axis you want to move it like so, and kinda move it inside of that hole. By the Y axis, kinda position it. Let's go ahead and click on this guy right here, zoom extends. As you already know, in that viewport it will bring camera zoom straight on the object is selected. Let's use our zoom tool, zoom out a little bit, and we're going to see how we're working here. Yeah, we're perfect in here. Let's use the pen view and kind of see we're perfect in the hole. Alright, but you can see in our left viewport. Sorry, it's getting late. I need a little bit water, but I want to drink or pause because my voice probably going to change, and it's going to you're not going to probably like it. So I'm going to use that as it is and keep you at the same environment. So click on select move tool and then click on left viewport, right mouse button, and then move it by the Y kind of to the top like so, in the center. Nice. Let's go back to perspective view, right click on it with your mouse button, and then let's bring the perspective view camera to our fan. Let's click on this zoom extend selected icon. Alright, it's just going to bring it automatically. Then we're going to zoom out using the zoom tool. Zoom out, and we're going to see what's up over here. Okay, let's go ahead and basically maybe scale our fan just a little bit to the top, like scale, so it's going to be higher up to here somewhere. So as I told you, if fence is linked to the cylinder here, to this fan cylinder, if I'm going to, with this tool right here, select and link, if I'm going to select an uniform scale using tool, and let's click on it, and in our left viewport, right click on it, by Y I'm going to scale it like so. You can see the fins are scaling automatically. See that? That's nice, because we used before, we linked to the cylinder object, our fence. Just watch the previous video if you skip that. Okay, click on select and move icon here. Just watch the previous video, so you're gonna see when whenever using this tool, select and link, to connect the fence to the cylinder. So it's right now it's acting as a group. Whatever I move the cylinder, fins are moving the same positions, and whatever I'm moving the cylinder or rotating the cylinder, fins are going to just repeat itself as well, to rotate or scale or move to the same position as our cylinder, because it's basically linked to it. So, and now in my left viewport, kind of position it in the center like so. Nice, I got it. And maybe scale it just a little bit more like so. And now again, select and move tool in our left viewport, kind of position it in the center like so. Nice. So in our perspective view, as you can see, I can zoom in, zoom out. Okay, let's go ahead and render and see what we have. I'm going to click rendering button and then going to select render, and it's going to render my perspective view. This is what I have. Not bad, huh? Nice looking model. The next thing what I'm gonna do, let's maybe using the orbit subject tool a little bit, rotate our camera view and see what we have, and again render it, render. Nice, that's nice. Too much dark over here, which is fine. How to get rid of the black background? You can click rendering, go to environment, and then background color, click on it and select white or different colors that you like. Then click OK button and close this. And now let's go rendering and render, and you're going to see it's white now, and we see our fan perfectly. We can see the shades. Okay, we didn't set up the light now yet, so, and we didn't texture the fan, so it's kinda doesn't look so much realistic yet, but we got our realistic model. So what we're gonna do now, I'm gonna teach you. So basically we are done. Fan is created. Now we just need to create those extents and the cables, and I'm going to show you how to do that. Not the cables, I mean the wire and the connector of the wire, and we're going to be done. But before we're going to do so, let's go ahead and create the legs where the wire will be on the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and click create, and then I'm going to go ahead and click on the shapes. No, I'm going to go ahead and click back to geometry, and over here standard primitives, I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to use extended primitives. Click on it and use the L extend. Click on L extend. I'm just going to use this primitive, and over here in top view I'm just going to go ahead and create kinda even my primitive. It's just going to be a leg, as you can see, kinda like so. Okay, going to release my mouse button and create its height, release my mouse button and create its how thick it is, release my mouse button. Alright, let's go ahead and move it and see what we have. Something like this, as you can see my white selection. And I'm just going to use it and have it something like so. Okay, put it something like over here. And what I'm gonna do, let's just go ahead and bring it here and work with this thing a little bit over here. Let's bring it here so you're not gonna be confused. I'm not showing you yet how to hide the objects. I don't want to get you to those advanced things, so you're not gonna get confused. But you can see I have my primitive over here. I could extrude my cube or box, but I just decided, what the heck, if I have already my primitive, I'm just going to use extended primitive. Okay, I create it like so. The next thing what I'm going to do, I'm going to clone it. I'm going to click edit button, going to select clone, and clone is copy. Going to click OK, and then move it by X like so. I have 2 now because I clone it. And now I'm going to rotate this object. I'm going to click on the select and rotate button. Okay, and make sure I'm going to click absolute mode transfer type in over here on the bottom. Click on it, and I'm just going to rotate it by X, my top viewport, by 180. Maybe let's go back and do not in my top viewport, but in my Y by 180. Alright, by Y. Then I'm going to use the select and move tool and move it by X. You can use the select and rotate tool, and you can do it manually like so. I want to do something like so. Okay, rotate it in your top viewport using the select and rotate tool, then select the move tool, kind of put them together. See, they're not lining perfectly. I'm just going to rotate just a little bit on the yellow like so. Make sure they're getting yeah, like so. Excellent. So we got it, kind of like Z, like S. What we're gonna do now, we're just going to link them like I did before. So we're going to use the link, select on link item here, click on it. This guy is selected. We're gonna click on this guy again and then holding my left mouse button, go to this guy, click on it, and it's going to highlight for a few seconds, and now it's linked. So if I'm going to move this guy, which is white, this guy is not following it. Let's go back, because this guy, which is white, is linked to the green guy. But if I'm going to move my green guy, the white guy will follow. So you got an idea, right? Okay, just practice with that till you will have the idea. Place it somewhere here. Alright, so I'm going to move this guy, and I'm gonna zoom out, and using my top viewport, moving by X, like somewhere here. Let's use this icon right here, zoom extend selected, bring it to the top camera, so we're gonna see what's up in my top viewport. Zoom in, and then we're going to use the zoom tool, zoom out a little bit. You can see it's a little bit too small, so what I'm gonna do, select the uniform scale tool, click on it, and using the small triangle inside, yellow triangle, I'm going to just scale it a little bit, like so. Excellent. Then I'm going to use this select the move tool and move it by X, just like so. Alright, and maybe scale it just a little bit more, scale in uniform, like so, and move it as again, select the move tool, move my guys, maybe scale it down a little bit, they're gonna be even, and move it, so kinda like that. Alright,